I don't know that if America's turning on Israel, then America deserves what's going to happen to them for it.
It'll be worse for America than Israel.
It'd be worse for America than Israel. So I'm about to read something for you guys. This is just how much of our taxpayer money we've sent to Israel. So Roseanne Barr is threatening the existence of the United States, hoping we get destroyed if we change our mind on supporting them, when we pay about 18 to 19% of their total military fucking budget, okay? And again, this comes from my taxes and your taxes, and this is a level of disrespect we're going to get, and I'm going to start reading this. Historical total, cumulative. Inflation adjusted 1946 to 2024, approximately $298 billion in total aid obligated, with the vast majority being military aid, about 71%, or $225 billion from 1951 to 2022 alone, escalating to around $251 billion by 2024, when including recent years, non-inflation adjusted up to 2022, about $150 billion in total aid, predominantly military. This makes Israel the top recipient of U.S. military aid since World War II, reflecting long-standing strategic alliances, including a 10-year Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, signed in 2016, committing $38 billion in military aid from 2019 to 2028, $3.3 billion in FMF annually, plus millions for missile defense. FMF is foreign military financing. Annual and recent aid. Standard annual commitment under the MOU, $3.8 billion per year. That's $3.8 billion that we give you, ungrateful fucks, to defame our Lord Jesus Christ, to spit in our face and say we're going to be destroyed. So that's $3.8 billion. Good luck finding another country that's going to foot a bill of $3.8 billion per year, you piece of shit. Anyways, which accounts for about 16% of Israel's military budget. So if we get destroyed, you lose 16% of your military budget, and I highly doubt the Indians or anyone else is going to put up with that in footing the bill for your military. But hey, let's see, 60 military. Since October 7th, Gaza war onward through October 2024, a record $17.9 billion in military aid, including expedited arms shipments, stockpile drawdowns, $4.4 billion, and replenishments for systems like Iron Dome. This exceeds the prior single-year amount, for includes emergency packages like the proposed $14.3 billion in late 2023. In 2024 specifically, the Biden administration approved $17.9 billion, the highest annual figure on record. These totals do not include support such as U.S. operations in the region, e.g. against Houthi threats, among $4.86 billion, or commercial arms sales, which could push broader U.S. spending related to Israel's security over $22.76 billion since October 2023. For the most up-to-date figures beyond 2024, I recommend checking official sources like the Congressional Research Service or the U.S. State Department. U.S. aid can fluctuate with congressional appropriations and global events. So here is Roseanne Barr saying, oh, we'll be worse off for it when we literally support 16% of your fucking military, and we put up. Okay, let's rewind this from the beginning now that we went over that and how much they fucking depend on us and need us.
I don't know that if America's turning on Israel, then America deserves what's going to happen to them for it.
It'll be worse for America than Israel.
It will, because Israel will just move on to India and other countries.
Please move on to India. Please move on to India.
So I'm going to give a controversial opinion that's probably going to make a lot of people mad here. But here we go. The reason why there's rabbis, people like Roseanne Barr, Ben Shapiro, and Mark Levin, that they're saying things like this and being ungrateful, because one fact remains. America can't exist without Israel. But Israel can't exist without America. And it's no coincidence that they deny the existence of Jesus Christ. They deny the Messiah. They deny God, because with the death of Jesus Christ, theologically and spiritually, it gave Jews and Gentiles access to the kingdom of heaven and God's grace. So it wasn't solely dependent on one group or ethnicity. After the death of Christ and the veil was rent in twain and the new covenant, it's not solely dependent on one ethnicity or group anymore. Everyone, all have claim to the kingdom of heaven. And so that's why you're seeing with Roseanne Barr, certain rabbis, Ben Shapiro and Mark Levin saying, you can't exist without us, right? It's because, and if they truly believed their own narrative, their own doctrine, right? With they're God's chosen and God intervenes on their behalf. If they truly believe that, why don't they send back all those billions of dollars in arms and military aid back to the United States? Because if we are to fall and just fade away, as they say, then it doesn't matter. You'll just go to India, or you'll go to Russia or somewhere else, right? We're just a condom to be used. If that's the case, then send that money back. But the interesting thing is there's doubt. There's doubt in their minds and in their hearts. And that's why they're lashing out like this. That's why Roseanne Barr is lashing out in this video. Because, again, to wrap this up, America can exist without Israel, but Israel can't exist without America. And at the end of the day, they're mad because they have to depend on Goyim countries, Goyim money, and Goyim blood. And they're even being heretical in the fact that they don't trust God enough to not depend on us, the Gentile, the filthy mudbloods that we are, the Edomite mud people that were the Canaanite, or what's the other Amalekites that they say we are. But the proof is there, isn't it? Anyways, that's my 2 cents on it, and it's just interesting that they reveal their true nature, isn't it? The absolute the absolute ungratefulness, and just disdain and disgust is there to show. And I had to call it out, and that's the truth. And that's the reality of it. And they're scared. There's certain political things and movements and spiritual awakenings happening across the world in the United States, and they're scared. That's essentially what it is. And do not take, stuff from Roseanne Barr, Ben Shapiro, and Mark Levin when they're throwing out this rage baity stuff. Don't buy it. Don't take it, because that's what they want. They want to, certain groups and ethnicities and power structures, Illuminati, whatever, they want to cast this idea that the big anti-Semitism is back. And the harder people react to it, the more it gives them, the more ammunition it gives them, and the credence it gives to this really, truly bullshit narrative that anti-Semitism is on the rise and spooky and scary. No. They need the hatred to explain their existence. And that's what it is. That's what the true essence of all this is. So don't buy the crap and just laugh at them. Because again, at the end of the day, it is rich. How you really depend on us nasty, filthy, Goyim Amalekites.